What's going on, guys? Back at you once again. I already did my first video probably about an hour ago, and this is my second video of the day. But this time I'm doing a little walk in the park. You know, my first walk in the park video, and feels good here in Memphis. We just got through having a little rain and everything, but still good enough to, get the walk in this morning. And sure ain't no about that. I think I'm gonna go this way here. And yeah, feels good though. I'm hot nature anyway, so a little coolness, a little breeze don't hurt me none. But yeah, um, this video I'm gonna talk about is Generation X and Millennials. Are we the last of our kind? Are we part of a dying breed? You're like, well, Fred, what you mean about that? What I mean is that we were born, we are the product of the 70s and 80s, those decades where our parents were World War I, World War II babies, baby boomers, the Korean War kids. So all we knew was be a worker bee. All we knew was go to school, go to work, get a good job, get a great degree. The higher your degree is, the more they're going to pay you. It started off like that. But as time went along and competition got more steep, they switched to something else. Of course, they didn't tell us, but they switched to something else. And when they switched to something else, it was like, man, I got all these degrees, these certifications, and you telling me y'all ain't hiring? Man, look. We was never taught to be entrepreneurs. I took an economics class. I took an economics class when I was younger. Well, back in high school. Government and economics. But I only took it because it was a curriculum. But other than that, we wasn't taught, even in the finer schools, we weren't taught finances, because I went to a accounting school in Memphis. I went to consider at that time was a top-notch school outside of a private school. It was a middle-class high school, before we turned city. So we had the greenhouses, we had the theater, we had the resources and all that, but a lot of us didn't take advantage of it, and some of who did take advantage of it, they still didn't tell us about finances. We had the regular curriculums and all this other stuff, so it's like, look, because we thinking that, hey, we're going to follow our parents' footsteps, get a great job. We knew some people who had businesses, but it was rare. And then, or if they had businesses, they didn't keep it up because it was too much. The access wasn't there. The access was not there. When people say they got it from the mud, they got it from the mud. Believe them. Trust me. And, so I kept on thinking the other day, like, hey, I was talking to my wife. I said, you know what? We are part of that last old school. Now, I'm proud of us where we are right now. I'm proud of us where we are right now. I'm proud that that the baby boomers, the some of the baby boomers, I ain't gonna say all baby boomers, some of the baby boomers, the Generation X and millennials, we have finally, within, I would say, 5 years, maybe longer than that, really got technical about using this device. Because, see, I've been having a cell phone since I was 18. And at that time, you couldn't do all this stuff like you could do now. Make money off your phone. You couldn't do it. It wasn't going to happen. It was a cell phone. Well, in Memphis, we had a service called Cricket. I don't know if it's a Cricket where y'all at, up north on the West Coast, but in Memphis, we had a service called Cricket. It's still here, but now they're linked to AT&T. So by them being linked to AT&T, we can now go nationwide. But at one point when I was 18, 25 years ago, you couldn't go out to sea. If you from the M, you know what I'm talking about. If you're around my age, we could, if you try to go to Tunica to the casino in Mississippi, it was gonna cut off on you. That's how far back I go with cricket. And I still got cricket to this day. I tried Sprint one time. I couldn't hang with Sprint. So I decided, I said, you know what? I heard about the monetization and all that stuff like that about 7 years ago, about 2018, 2019. I didn't take it serious because I was working my job, and I'm like, and folks was talking about it, but they really wasn't talking about it. Not like to the point where, man, you can make money off your phone. I was hearing them, but not really like, I said, okay. I was dealing with a lot then. I was dealing with my mental health. I was dealing with, as I go this way right here, I was dealing with my mental health. I was just dealing with family issues, job issues, so I heard them, but I really didn't act on what I was hearing. So, but I've been having my YouTube page for the past 10 years. And, but I'm on to it now and I'm getting it. So, and I had to deprogram myself of a lot of things too, because like I said, we was heavily programmed to think a certain way for so long. And now we have to relearn all new things, because most of us was just this, and that was it. We thought that's all there was, unless you was rich. And you had that kind of access, and we felt that the only way you had to access at the time, you had to be part of those organizations. A lot of us wasn't finna deal with no hazing. We wasn't finna deal with it. Been disrespected your whole life. Then I get in this organization, I gotta get disrespected. Not paying dues like a community work or push-ups or run 2-3 miles, paying your physical, your money dues or nothing like that. You up here getting the mean stuff thrown at you. It was just a way people to release the evil, who they really are on the inside. And I refuse to deal with that. That's why I never joined once I found that out. So, but I still say, man, it's got to be a better way. It's got to be a better way. Or throwing somebody on the bus to get what you want. I wasn't willing to do that either. That shit come back on you, man. And it come back on you when you least expect it. So, I decided to just I waited out, find some opportunities where at least like I had to worry about just dealing with a whole bunch of foolishness, man. But like I said, I am proud of the our generations, man, because It ain't easy to deprogram yourself from what you've been taught your whole life. It's not easy to deprogram yourself. It's not. And I think about that every day. You know, what I know now, you wish you can go back 10 years, but you can't. So, best thing you can do, or even 20 years, you know. But what you can do is give it all you got every day now, and pray for the best. That's all we can do. With all the tariffs going on and the weather, you know, Japan or was it China just had an earthquake. You know, over I think 50,000 people got injured or died. It's just like that. All the stuff you work hard for could be gone. We getting attacked by food. We getting attacked by water. We get attacked by weather elements. We getting attacked. You know, we getting attacked everywhere, and we don't see it coming. You know, it's like a quiet war. That's what it feels like. A silent war. That's what it feels like. And that's what the spirit aspect comes in it. You know? But by me believing in the Most High, and my faith is stronger than ever, ain't nothing we can't get through. You know? So I just want to give you guys a quick second video about our generations. Because see, we're Generation Z and the Generation Alphas, they was born into the cell phones, fully into the cell phones. So they grew up, we didn't grow up with cell phones. We had to be social. We had to literally go out and socialize with other people. Not be on game. Even when we had Nintendo, Sega, Tetris, it was limited. Our parents told us to go outside and play. Give that game a rest. That's the time we grew up in. You know? You ain't going nowhere. Go outside and play with other kids. If you ain't got nobody to play with, go find some kids to play with. That's what we grew up in. So when you see our age, maybe a little bit younger and older, they be like, man, look here. We go to the lounge, go to the club. It's for socializing because that's how we're wired. It ain't so much about popping bottles and nothing. It's about socializing, getting around people, getting around nature. See, right now I'm outside in nature. We ain't cooped up in the house all the time. We didn't grow up like that. We had recess, we had PE. Even in school, they stopped and said, look here, these kids need to release some of that energy. They're young, vibrant. You know? Got to release some of that energy. You know? Even the teacher probably said, man, I want to get out of this building. I want to see the sun. Only time we didn't do PE when it rained, and we hated it as kids. We did not want it to rain because we wanted to go outside. That's what we grew up in. You know? So, but yeah. Yeah. Beautiful day. But yeah, so I just wanted to say, hey, you know, I'm happy that Generation X and millennials and a few of the baby boomers, you know, we made the turn and getting the 5D of what's going on today. Because it's not hard to deprogram and readjust and forget about all the... Now, we still have our foundation, but bringing in new ideas, new technology, and stuff like this. So that's a great thing. You know, that's a great thing. You know, it's all about advancing the culture, mankind, human nature, you know, making our lives easier, not shooting ourselves in the foot, you know. But just want to get this second video out there to you guys, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.